Welcome to Crescent City with your hosts, Natalie Jean and Jackie Zabrowski. Honestly, though, it wasn't until his butt got juicy that I thought even that I liked juicy butts. It was my husband's juicy butt twat changed me.
Should I get Henry a BBL?
Do you think that he would be down? We'll have to take him somewhere distant.
For legal reasons?
Yeah, I want to get him one that's like off, off brand. Yeah, I want his ass looking chunky. Yeah, oh my God. It's like, Henry, you got sandbags in those ass.
That's not what I want. That'd be heavy. Man, that'd be a heavy BBL.
It would be. Dragging you down to BB hell. And I don't want to go to it. Are you feeling cool right now? You're looking cool right now.
Thanks. You're not going to guess who I am.
I mean, you know who I am.
Ethan?
Yeah. I think I'd look a little more stupid if I was Ethan.
No, you look very pretty.
Thank you. I've got my bazongis out. You see
do.
them. The bazongis are hidden behind the microphone. Hidden bazongis.
Did you put the scar on?
I'm sorry, is it a scar or is it a gift?
Good work.
It is, don't look too closely at the star because I did draw it on myself upside down.
Why?
And I will say it's not the most even thing I've ever done.
It's a scar. It's supposed to not be perfect.
Yeah. It's like a snowflake. So suck on that. I'm unique. I'm not like the other girls. But, I love this wig that I got, but I always have to put on a hat over it because it's one of those lace front that I need to, really work on and properly put on.
Sure, but sometimes for
I
a wig,
don't do
a
that.
hat just helps it look better.
You just gotta shove a hat on it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know who. Are you Poochie from The Simpsons? Because you kind of are given Poochie right now.
That would be weird because you brought it up and then... Oh, wait, no, we're not supposed to be filming on the same day. Never mind. I'm just going to scratch that. Yeah, no, you did bring Poochie up. No.
It's because of the glasses. Are those pit vipers? Because we're a pit viper family.
They're not, but yes, mostly my glasses are pit vipers. This is a different company.
I do like, a while ago, Henry and Natalie decided we were a pit viper family, and pit viper is a kind of sunglasses. And now it is funny, me and Jeff and Henry and Natalie have all different kinds of pit vipers, but it's fun because we don't look like the kind of people that should wear pit vipers.
Whoa, speak for yourself.
I mean, if you're dressed like this, if you're given snow bunny fuck boy.
You look like somebody. What are you even talking about? You don't look like somebody would wear pit vipers.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not cool enough to wear pit vipers. Especially with the, what do they call them? Crackles? The thing that you put on the side of your head so that it makes sure that you go like this and your glasses don't fall off. Croakies.
I don't even know what that word is.
I think I don't know if I just know it because of stupid Florida boat culture, but yeah, a lot of the frat boys that all would wear the boat shoes, they had to have their Croakies on.
Ew, that's not what Pit Viper would want.
But Pit Viper does have Croakies, but it's cooliokies.
They're very progressive as a company.
Yes, and we love being a Pit Viper family. They're not sponsors. No. We pay for the sunglasses.
I mean, they're friends of the network.
Oh, you telling me we got insider Pit Viper information?
Yeah, I have the Pit Viper files on my desk right now.
Serpent never sheds its skin. We are always thinking about Riverdale. It's not too far from the brain at any given moment.
Who's we?
The collective.
Oh. Okay.
As a society. I think it's good that I'm able to speak for, maybe it's the Bryce about me right now, but I feel like I can speak for society and for what anyone else in my life should want or need, because I'm here to tell them what they want and what they need. Uh-oh. You've got a bitch on your hands today.
Uh-oh.
As opposed to all the other episodes.
Okay, so where we last left off was Ethan fumbling the ball once again, putting them in danger. They are in an olive field olive tree.
Oh my God,
Field.
and that Italian demon was coming at us, trying to fling.
Coming at them.
You're just trying to farfalle all over us. And I say, get that bow tie out of here. Because, whoa, farfalle. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you know I was half Italian? I say farfalle instead of bow ties.
Don't talk about pasta right now. I'm so hungry.
I know I'm so hungry. But I was feeding you chocolates earlier, Natalie.
And they were really good. Thank you.
All you need, if we learned anything from Kathy, coffee and chocolate. It doesn't just scrape the bottom side of your stomach when you haven't eaten anything. It also makes you feel sick for hours.
Yeah. For somebody who has severe stomach issues, I still end up drinking coffee for breakfast all the time.
I know,
and I'm
and
like, why does my stomach hurt?
Right? And they're always just like, you really shouldn't drink coffee first. As I'm like getting out of the bed, just like,
okay, big pharma.
Right? Oh, what? Oh, you want me to pace it out during the day? Get your controlling hands off me.
Off my body medical system.
I'm about to teleport you into Never Neverland.
Whoa, consensually, I hope.
I don't know, with a threat of a teleport.
Oh, you can't. No.
Is it fine if she's threatening like the prince's, you know? Is it fine if you're threat porking up? No, it's not. And we're here to talk about this. It's never okay to threat pork.
It's not. It's never okay to threat pork. Or non-consensually. No, you can non-consensually teleport somebody if they're about to die. I think that's fine.
Whoa, Missy Step. Sorry, I'm a bit of a TTRPG bitch. Missy Step. And every time I Missy Step, I go, Missy Step, even though you're supposed to do it like surreptitiously. Missy Step is the teleportation of D&D. And if you have the ability to Misty Step, you could be in the middle of a fight, and if someone's about to come at you, you can Misty Step and then go like within, I think, 30 feet.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool what we do over there. Yeah, it's like whatever your mind can think up. I'm a loser, Natalie. So why don't you kill me?
Not me. I'm very cool.
Obviously, pink hair do care. You're very pink.
Did you just short circuit?
You're pink. Remember, if you're blue, if you're green, you die. I'm blue. If I were green, I would die. If I were green, I would die. I were green, I would die. That's not the real lyrics.
Oh,
no.
I didn't know there were lyrics to that.
They're not. It just goes bum bee bum bye. I feel like you just failed being a millennial.
I fail at most things.
That's not true.
It's fine.
Natalie, that's not true. We're at the beginning of a year, Natalie. Stop.
Is that I try.
Yes.
Isn't it?
And you just keep failing. Are you sure you're not dressed as Ethan?
No. You're not going to guess it.
Why are you setting me up for failure?
I'm not. I'm telling you now you won't, so you don't try.
Good. That's what we should be telling every woman whenever they wake up.
Yeah.
Never try.
You won't, so don't try it.
Don't, because you're not going to attempt.
Don't.
You're not going to win. You're not going to succeed. And I'm glad as a new year that we're in. Like, I think it's good. You know, I was saying at the end of last year that we should have hope with this new year. Like, if anything, we should have hope. But, like, why?
I will piggyback on that.
Don't you jump on my...
Oh, I am.
Don't you fucking... You get away from me. My breasts are going to spill out of my short. Can you see him around the corner? Just around the breasty bend.
I can. But my main takeaway for this year is that the absolute most vile parasitic human scum do whatever they want.
Are you talking about Bryce right now? Are you coming at me right now?
I think you should live the life you want to, because I know you out there are not a harmful person the way that the people at the top are, and they're doing whatever they feel like. And we see that more and more each day. So live the life you want.
Wow.
Just be kind to people. That's it. It'll be good.
I do. I say it. I say it to strangers whenever any kind of a conversation about like a religion comes up. And I've always said, my religion is don't be an asshole. And that's what I subscribe to. It's all in all cases. How about you don't be an asshole? That would be great.
Do you say that to your butthole?
Yeah. And it goes, what else am I supposed to be? And I said, how did you get teeth down there? And he said, stop looking into my, oh, and then it was just, I had to go to, it was because I had to go to the bathroom, but it was like, my asshole didn't want a conversation, but I didn't need like a, an appetizer of talk before my shit explosion.
Giving your butthole dysmorphia.
I'm upset because I made a meme for Who's the Bitch and it did have human shit in it. And I was told by our social media manager that Instagram doesn't like human waste.
Have they seen their account?
I mean, what I don't understand is that, but all the AI is fine. But human waste we have problems with.
Make it out of AI.
Make great again. I'm glad we finally got to that.
Okay. Gotta get into this. So we last left with Ethan bumbling it up again. And then we have also Bryce. Bryce had a dream. Apollion was in it.
Yeah, and it was rough.
Warning.
And I didn't feel rested when I woke up.
We got some lore, some Fae lore, and how maybe the Fae and the princes were fighting alongside one another a long time ago. And Rune and Day met, but only Day knows who Rune is.
Daybright. Master of the brain bridge. Seeker of the sun. Except she is the sun, so she's not looking for it.
We don't know what she is. What is she?
No, we don't.
At 63, Bryce is recalling her dream interaction with Apollion to much of the gang because they are all gathered together at the Ox Training Center.
Because now this bitch has got to get out of her own way. It's time to work, bitch.
Yep. She called everyone there during her lunch hour at work to reveal the information that Apollion had provided in her dream, while she is also practicing her teleporting with Cormac.
Not with Hunt, though.
No. Hunt, Rune, Tharion, Declan, and Cormac seem hesitant to fully believe that Thea was working with the princes. Bryce thinks about how she carefully left out the part about Hunt being bred from telling, she didn't bring that part up of her dream because she's now mulling that over in the aftermath. Hunt tells them all whether or not Thea sided with Hell isn't that important at the moment. It's just that Hell is preparing to invade and they need to decide what to do about it. They return to her training and use Hunt's electricities to get her good zapping around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we call them little vibrations. Oh, my God. He was bred to be a human vibrator. Oh, yes, please.
Yes, please. So we're learning a little bit about how she can teleport, and it seems to be getting powered up. Hunt's electricity zapped into her scar.
And then my heaving bosom goes, I'm full of electricities. And you better be scared.
But don't look at my breasts.
But also you can because.
But don't, but do. So she's getting pretty
they're
good.
Really heaving right now. They're just. I'm worried. They're just gonna. Oops, my bosoms.
Nah, they're fine. They look nice.
It is funny when people watch the stream that I do with Holden. Oftentimes I wear a low cut shirt, and it's so funny how many times people are like, "Your breasts are gonna fall out." It's like, I know where my breasts are. I know how much of them, and I know if they're gonna fall out.
They shouldn't say that.
And if I feel like I can do this, and I know my breasts aren't gonna fall out, you gotta trust me.
Yeah. Also, you probably just don't need to be saying that all the time. That's my 2 cents.
I mean, I think they're worried for me. They're worried for my, they don't want me showing my nipples like I did on the last episode.
They weren't your nipples.
They were men's nipples, so those are fine.
My boobs are slightly out, but you can't really see them in front of the microphone.
I know. The microphone really harshes our cleave vibe.
It's true. So...
Man, nothing makes me hornier than hearing my brothers screaming in the other room.
Yeah, it's great. I'm sure. So
It's good. You're also in the room, and I'm not usually horny when you're in the room either.
Thank you.
Sorry, Natalie.
No, that's probably good. It would be a whole problem if that was the case.
If we got to this point and you didn't know that by now, I feel like
we'd also just have to have a family discussion.
we'd have to
about
go into family therapy,
that.
which doesn't, I feel like that might be in our future no matter what. But
oh, no. So
it's good, Natalie. All therapy is good.
every single one.
Yeah.
So she's getting pretty good at the zapping around the room. She plays a sort of game with all the guys there, each male preparing for her as she fakes them out, almost like playing like a sport where she's like, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go?
Almost like she's playing a sport.
I know.
Like where they juke and basketball.
Basketball.
Dribbling.
Just like that. Just like it. And so she's like going around like faking him out. And then, but though Tharion sees her move coming towards him fast enough that when she teleports to him, he kisses her. What? Are you crazy? Teleporting is tiring. And soon she is gasping for breath and is losing steam.
Even that, I can't, it's like, the balls, the fins, to do that in front of Hunt, you know what I mean? And you'd think, like, you'd also be like, oh, he's a male that doesn't hang with that. But also, like, why? She was just told that Midgard is going to be invaded by Hell's armies. Do we have to do this where I'm in the middle of training? You gonna kiss me right now?
He's just a little flirty bird.
I guess, but I'm kind of annoyed. I'm kind of done with Tharion right now.
I know, but let's see if he redeems himself because he's too handsome.
I know.
So she gets tired. She's running out of steam. After a series of jumps, she tells Cormac she can't do anymore. Cormac, in his stern way, tells her that she can do more and she needs to not stop. She's in fact using too much energy at the start when she could be conserving it. He explains that they have a well of energy that's like a battery and you have to use the juice wisely before it can be charged again.
Wink.
I want magic.
Yeah, it just, I mean, every time I think about teleporking too often, it would be so inconvenient, but also so fun and cool.
You go, oops.
Oh my God, we showed up here in my heaving bosom. And that would get us arrested.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
No.
But if you teleport in a world where there is magic, do you think that there would be, like, because I feel like it's like, all of a sudden I was teleporting.
Well, also, I think in the world as in ours, if you're royal, you can do whatever you want and get away with it.
I'm so glad some things are the same.
Oh, good. I like the similarities that we share. So the group discusses how Bryce's magic likely works and perhaps is different from Cormac's. She appears to almost work as a gateway for other sources of energy, which is why Hunt's seems to work the most effectively on her. But they've learned since Bryce used hypaxias that other sources of power can also work to get her to teleport. So instead of absorbing their magics in, she takes them in as like a source of power, almost like getting plugged into somebody. Once they pull out, it's gone, and that's a sex euphemism.
Do you think if she's a gateway, do you think she has any connection? Remember the big hot bitches in Neverending Story that would laser eye people when they were, was that Neverending Story 2 or is it the
No,
first
it's
one? The first one. Do you think that her power, do you think it has anything to do with Thea?
Bryce is her Neverending Story.
Yeah, but it's just like she's a gateway though. So it's like if you're a gateway, I think it would be fun to be able to go to that gateway, like bridge to there. You know what I mean?
I could see the Neverending Story world being in Midgard. It kind of fits.
Yeah, it would be the bridge to Terabithia.
Oh, she got her.
I'm not happy with it. I don't like what I said.
Don't take it out.
Highlight it.
Declan,
Tell everyone what I said.
clip it, post it.
Yes, I'm going viral, bitches.
Declan points out that she also has the horn in her back, and he ponders hesitantly what would happen if someone aimed her power at it. Usually, they aim at the scar, which sends her to teleporting. They are all like, can we please not test out what happens when you aim it at the horn? Because it's probably going to be like catastrophic. So Cormac snaps at her to whatever, keep training, and they briefly bicker about her stunt at the ball and how she didn't warn him. He tells her he's only there now because he knows Rune will cease contact with Agent Daybright if he doesn't continue to train Bryce. And Rune's like, that's right,
Yeah.
I would, I hate it.
You don't own me, and there's no way I need to go back.
No, I never go back there.
I need her touch, I need her essence. Just like happening
Rune,
inside of him, and he's like,
you're saying that out loud.
oh. Or he's like brain talking to his sister, and she's like, can you fucking shut up?
It's like, oh my God, get
Ugh.
out of here.
Romance singing.
Bruce. Bryce says that she doesn't have any other surprises for him.
Tuh.
But Cormac catches a subtle glance between her and Hunt as she says it, and he demands to know what they're hiding. She tries to brush it off, but then things go to 100 very quickly. He teleports to right behind her and is already holding a knife to her throat. Jesus, dog. So
He's not playing around, and he's pissed.
yeah, because he doesn't believe her when she says she's told him all the secrets. The whole room obviously goes on alert, but Bryce tells him to calm down and reminds everyone that she's made the drop and to cool out. He's not going to kill her. Cormac threatens to cut off her head. I don't think he means it, but everyone's prepared for battle all of a sudden. Bryce decides to reveal a half-truth.
So Bryce said,
Fine, it's about Emile. She goes on to tell one part truth, that the deaths were caused by the Viper Queen of all of those bodies. They were looking for Emile, that she found him through that. Like, that was her pathway. But then she plays a little jazz with the other part. She says, by the time
it's like, to put that, whatever that instrument is,
that?
get it out of here.
Squeaky door.
But she's a queen, so they have to all be like, wow, she's so good.
But by the time that she tells them that by the time she went and found out about the Viper Queen having Emile and she wanted to go get him, he was already moved. He was gone from the meat market. Also, she says the Viper Queen put him somewhere safe, so don't worry about it. It's a terrible lie, but she confuses Cormac enough that he just begins to ponder why the Viper Queen would want Emile and how he can get him from her. Rune just says, don't bother. She's a huge bitch. She'll never give him to you.
It's just this point, though, where I do feel if I were in the book, like, I feel like if Bryce were a male character, we would fucking hate Bryce. And I know that you can't say that because it's like, oh, you could say that about a lot of different characters. It's just that Cormac literally has a knife to her throat and it's like, I need you to be honest with me. We are all working together as rebels. I need the actual truth from you. And she's still, and I know it's like, because she can't, because of her machinations. But like, how do you create trust and loyalty within a group if you keep lying to them?
I agree mostly on that.
I know that she has things that she has to do.
And also people hate her.
Oh yeah. And I do kind of hate her. But like, I also love the book and know why she has to be the way that she is.
But yes, I see your point. Cormac is, I almost don't feel bad just for Cormac because he can be such a piece of shit.
Yes.
But yes, I see what you're saying.
He lost Sophie. He's very upset. And he's just now, and she blew his whole fucking cover. So now he has to, it's like, he was there for also Rebels. Like, she's fucking with his stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so they're trying to like diffuse this situation. I don't think it's a good lie. But Rune goes into Bryce's mind and he tells her that she's full of shit. He doesn't know what happened to Emile. She doesn't reveal that to anyone except for who was there at the moment, which is Hunt and Fury. But he's like, I know you're not telling the truth right now. She tells him mind to mind that Emile is safe and was at the Viper Queens, but now he's just somewhere else. It diffuses the situation enough that Cormac lowers his knife. He wonders aloud why she would let go of someone with Emile's powers, as in the Viper Queen. Bryce reveals to the room the truth. She let him go because Emile doesn't have powers.
He's just a boy!
And that's just annoying. And you feel like, raise the child. Everyone's shocked but Hunt. But Cormac seems to believe her. She tells him that he shouldn't be dragged into this oncoming war. And I think Cormac could be just the tiniest bit relieved that he's not taking on the care of Emile. I don't think that
Because
he
he loved Sophie. And I
Yes.
bet that if it were tasked to him, he would have done it.
He said that's basically said what he's going to find him for Emile or find him for Sophie. But I don't think he had a plan for how to raise and take care of this child.
No, he was just going from day to day. You know, it's like at that point, it's like you'll deal with that when you find him. If he found him, you know?
He seems very willing to accept the premise that Emile is safe somewhere.
Yes.
It's like, well, I guess then I did my job. So
I feel like if I were in love with Sophie, I'd be like, show me. Show me he's alive. Show
For
me.
sure.
I'd want, especially, I don't fucking trust this bitch.
well, I think it's also, that shows how much she didn't want to raise that child.
Yeah. Yeah. That he didn't ask anything else. Oh yeah, taken care of? Good.
All right,
Great, great.
cool.
So go back to Valid. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if Bryce says he's safe, apparently that much is probably true, according to Cormac.
I mean, he hopes.
And I think you could say, well, she definitely shows protective qualities towards the kids a little bit. So maybe she wouldn't lie about something like that. Whatever. He's just like taking it. He actually goes so far as to apologize to Bryce for the knife and to Hunt for threatening his mate. They shake it all off, and Cormac and Bryce return to the training session. Bryce notices Hunt looking at her with pride, and when he calls her, quote, Your Highness, she realizes he might be thankful she ended the scene without violence escalating. Like, maybe he even thought she was worthy of the title. It hits her heart, but she doesn't say anything aloud. We go to Ethan's POV, who has apparently just arrived at the training facility himself. Well, that's different. We were last left them. They were trapped in a bunch of wards in an olive grove.
Yeah, they were in an airbox and being attacked with spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. And they had to rap their way out, beatbox style.
Oh, no, and they shouldn't. No one's asking Ethan to beatbox.
I want to hear it.
Oh, God. Poo, 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 choo. Poo, 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 choo. I'm a wolf. Oh, poo, 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 choo. Where's my brother? Poo, 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 choo. Oh, God, where's my pack? Why aren't you dancing? Poop. No. Oh.
Is that a record?
Yeah, that's him. But he doesn't know how to do it, so. Do you like that?
Well, however they got out. Maybe Hypaxia was better at it. So,
you know what's nice? SJM every once in a while will cut us a break of like, and they just got out of it. Okay,
I'm very thankful we didn't have to watch
thank
this.
you.
He and Hypaxia have escaped the clutches of the Underking, it seems, and have hightailed it over to where the others had gathered because they want to disclose whatever information they've gleaned from this experience.
I just realized they had like a satanic, what was it? Was it called Chatterbait? What was it used to be, it was old. I mean, there was a lot of people masturbating on it, but the one where you would, chat roulette.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah.
That like
I think
random
it still
things
actually exists.
Really?
There's a lot of child predators.
Don't go on chat roulette. God, if it still exists. But I feel like that's what they did with the Underking, where it's like she was just like trying to fish out there, and then it's like, oh, that's not the one I wanted. And they had to like close the portal,
Hey,
you know?
Love it.
It was so many. We used to use that.
Ew.
We would be hammered and be like, what are we? And I want to say 60% of the time it was somebody jerking off.
Ugh, God, so gross.
And they'd be like,
So-
you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to on there.
Hey.
You put those peanuts in the wine.
They didn't listen. They never
No.
did. So, they've come over to the Ox Training Center where everybody else was in the last scene. Ethan can't help but be amazed watching the former wild child Bryce in this training session with such intensity and performing great feats of magic before him. Hypaxia takes the lead, entering the room as Bryce finishes a circuit. The two of them look affright, and Rune responds first, asking what happened to them as Hypaxia and Ethan are covered in dirt and sweat.
Oh, look, affright. Rune, why are you talking like that?
They ask if summoning Connor happened. They're like, weren't you supposed to be doing that? She explains that it started that way, but of course it didn't end that way. The Underking appeared instead. Ethan looks at Bryce.
And he was jerking off.
He was jerking off. Ethan looks at Bryce, who has paled. He tells them about the hounds who were summoned by the war to me. Spaghetti! And then the Underking sent them through. Eventually, Hypaxia found a way out. Of course, it was Hypaxia. And they ran straight here. But Ethan has another message. The reason that they actually showed up at the Ox. The Underking wants to see Bryce at Erd's temple.
Hunt's lightning sparked at his fingertips.
Fuck no. So they apparently, during this entire situation, the Scooby-Doo thing that was happening over at the Olive Grove.
Zoinks!
Ended up with the Autumn King telling Ethan and Hypaxia to deliver a message that he wants to meet them at Erd's temple. Ethan, looking sick, tells them they really don't have much choice. The Underking has told him that if they don't show up tonight, the Underking is going to shred the souls of the pack of devils tonight. So, great work, Ethan.
It's just, there's a lot of, it's like, and I'm going to take those souls and I'm going to shred them. It's like, the Underking has so many other things going on. Do you even think he's going to do that? Like, you think he's going to remember by tonight? Natalie, put your hat back on.
Sorry,
I will throw up everywhere. Natalie.
I'm trying not to fiddle
We both
with
have
my
wigs
wig.
that need hats today, okay?
My brains hurt today. It's like hurting my head.
Maybe, are you sure you're not Ethan today?
Oh, my head is itchy. I think my hair's too small.
Yeah, I think your hair is too small, Ethan. So he's going to shred the devils, and we got to bring Bryce to Erd's temple.
So,
Bitch.
Yeah, so basically they're screwed. They have to go meet the Underking for whatever reason he wants at this temple.
I hate that.
Chapter 64, we're with Tharion, who has just left the Ox facility and has made his way to the meat market. We're with his thoughts as he's walking through the aisles. He's feigning a shopping trip on this bright Lunathian day because if you'll recall, at the Ox session, it was the middle of lunch. It was like lunch break. So he's going over to the meat market in the daytime, which I never think of the meat market in the day. I always think it's nighttime there, but it's lunchtime.
Yeah, imagine though. It's just like, honestly, it's kind of like how wonderful Vegas is when you get up early on a Sunday morning because the entire city is hungover. You know, it's just a beautiful quiet.
Oh, sure. There is, so he's over there basically just like, he's actually acting like he's shopping around for somebody's maybe birthday or whatever. And then he's actually, however, listening into people's conversations. There's a lot of crude, rude talk about Celestina and Ephraim's marital bed over in the meat market.
Not in the meat market.
I know. He's chosen to come here from the Ox because he had to report selective info about Emile to the River Queen. So the stuff that they've just revealed about Emile at the Ox in the last chapter, he's like, I have to tell the River Queen some of this stuff to keep her off my back. So he's basically told her, oh, well, the Viper Queen had him for a minute and then she doesn't. So now he's telling her, I'm going to go look around for him there. She's just like walking around being like, wonder where the Emile.
He makes it, it's almost like he's a temp in an office. You know what I mean? I feel like it is him just being like, I'll do a little bit, like I'll click on the Excel spreadsheet, but I'm not going to do anything with it, but it just makes me, I never was a temp, but I knew a lot of, like Henry was, Holden was, like I feel like we knew a lot of comedians that did a lot of temp work, and it was usually them trying to figure out how to do as little as possible without getting fired, but inevitably they would.
Fired,
yeah, they'd usually get fired.
So he
not made for that life, I guess.
No, so soft. So now he's just trying to like put a show on of looking around for him. He tunes into the various raunchy conversations happening around him as he peruses. Mostly the talks are about drinking, drugging, fighting, or fucking, until one piece of convo catches his attention. That dragon finished with him. Only embers. Dragon? I know a dragon. He's thankful for this bit of interesting distraction. He's like, maybe I'm going to go down this rabbit hole looking for the dragon.
Or is it
Or like a dragon hole?
Thank you.
He thinks back on the night before. He's like, I need to think about something else because he made his life kind of a circus by taking that leopard shifter out of the ball in front of the River Queen's daughter, right into the bushes for the old in, out, right in the garden there.
Was it worth it, Tharion? Did it make you feel better?
Well, it didn't even seem to work. It wasn't enough of a show because nothing's come of it. The River Queen's daughter must have been too distracted having fun to notice Tharion sneaking away because the River Queen has not mentioned anything about it when they talked. Which is just as well, because now he's like, well, none of my plans have worked. Maybe I could somehow leverage getting the dragon to the River Queen instead of Emile.
Because I've, like, barely tried anything, so, you know, nothing's working, so I'm just going to give up this one.
Yeah, he's like, maybe this is, like, the dragon's powerful. Maybe the River Queen won't care anymore about the kid.
I have to remember, too, with Tharion, like, he does have such himbo energy, and I have to see him with more of a himbo where it's like, he is, it's like, it's waterlogged up there.
Yeah,
you know,
there's only so deep it goes.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, through the ocean, though. We don't even know.
The only thing is, in this plan, is the dragon is a person, and you're just talking about them like an object, Tharion.
Interesting, like how everybody treats them.
A little later, and Tharion has called upon Flynn, whom he has asked to meet him at the meat market to get some help from him. He asks Flynn to appear in low-key attire so not like people don't like necessarily look at them. And Flynn knew enough to not question much more over the phone when Tharion called him. So Flynn came and he is on his phone trying to look casual, texting, looking unbothered as
You're
Tharion.
not chill, Ariadne.
Huh?
You're not chill, Ariadne. Are you
No.
being yeah, okay. I know you told me not to even try to guess.
No, I
but,
mean,
you know.
please go for it. So he's like looking on his phone as Tharion quietly explains that there may or may not be a recently jailbroken fire lady in the vicinity. Flynn, like all the other males in the situation, didn't seem to have the compassion that Bryce and Hypaxia did for Ariadne abandoning the post. And Flynn's also furious like the other males. I feel like Hypaxia and Bryce are like, I understand why she left. She doesn't want to be
We
helped.
don't own her.
Right. And all the guys are like, but we helped her.
No, but like we helped her, so she owes us everything.
And so Flynn is like, oh, he wants that bitch back. He says,
She just got out of her prison.
I know. And so he's like, you found her? And Tharion's kind of like, maybe. We cut to the two males walking towards the Viper Queen's territory. Tharion knows one of the many discreet doors that, if you know about it, the guards guarding it know at least to alert the Viper Queen that somebody was at the door because it's like a hidden door. So he gets the guards to go get the Viper Queen and she grants the two of them passage. Soon they're in one of the Viper Queen's more lush spaces, velvet and marble up in here.
Which is really cool and talk
Mhm.
about texture. Like it's,
They see, as they enter the room, they see, aside from the Viper Queen being present here, lounging with a cigarette, there is Ariadne. Now she has put clothes on, leggings and a tank top. She's laid out watching TV. She seems both unsurprised and unafraid to see the two males standing in the room. Flynn and Ariadne greet each other tersely. Hello? Hello, Flynn. The Viper Queen finds this amusing and notes that Ariadne is a great fighter. Tharion asks if the Viper Queen captured her. We hear in Tharion's thoughts it's not for a noble reason why he's asking. He's thinking on only of himself, wondering if he can somehow do it.
Tharion?
I know.
Are you sure you didn't miswrite that?
I know. So he's just like, if she caught her, how can I do it?
I can do it.
Really great job, Tharion. The Viper Queen smirks and tells him she doesn't steal slaves. Which, okay, are we getting at some moral high ground right now, Viper Queen? You do
Which is
terrible
very
shit all the time.
funny, bitch. You are the head of the meat market,
Yeah.
okay? You like
Oh,
your
you
whole
don't
life
steal
is slaves. Yeah, it's like, oh, good for you. Oh, because you're so rich, you can buy them whenever you want. Is
I
the
guess
implication?
maybe
Yeah,
is the implication.
yeah. It's like that's okay, great.
She explains further that she and Ariadne came to a bargain when Ariadne realized she wasn't safe anywhere on the continent and needed to seek asylum. Flynn, incredulous, wants to know why she would prefer to fight in the pit than live at their frat house.
What? It's like,
But my house is awesome.
yeah, she could like sit there and stare at us as we smoke mirth root and play video games. Why does she want to do that?
She's like, I'd kind of rather just fight.
I'd literally
lions
rather kill. I would rather go somewhere else and kill things I don't know
Than to stare at
look
you.
at you.
Honestly, I kind of get it.
Yeah, if I were a dragon too and I were trapped in a ring for a really long time, wouldn't you feel like you had a lot of pent up energy?
And also, she is stronger than like all opponents, and so she's gonna win. Otherwise, she could just hang out in these cool spaces and watch TV in peace. And
just smoke cigarettes like Betty Draper, you know, just sit and smoke, and you just smoke cigarettes all day and you drink all day.
Like lounge on velvet couches, and there's no boys anywhere.
Yeah, and you don't even have to take care of your own children. Ah, back in the good old days.
Are you talking about Mad Men?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like, did we?
It lives.
The dragon of children we don't know
It's
about?
like a low ASMR in the back of my brain. We've just been watching so much Mad Men, and nobody cares about Mad Men, and it's not like a hit show that's current. So I just think about it all the time.
a lot of people cared about it 10 years ago.
They really cared about it back then, back when it was the hit show. Nobody cares now, but I'm always thinking about it.
Hey, good for you.
Thank you.
She goes so far as to call Flynn boring. And like, I'd rather go like rip people limb from limbs and sit in this room with this lady.
But also, she's this like hot bitch too, saying that. I mean,
just like making Flynn furious. So the Viper Queen eyes Tharion, saying, "Oh, I recognize you. You're the mer with the dead sister." And of course, that is very upsetting to him.
It's like, ouch.
Can I be labeled by anything else?
Can I be the head of comms? Like, it's like, even just like, you fucked the River Queen's daughter. Like, I'd rather that.
Yeah.
Than you're the one with the dead sister. Oh man, you remember that sister you really loved?
Remember when she got like extra killed?
Iced out of the picture.
Do you remember? He asks her for a few words privately, and the Viper Queen is like, all right, fine. Let's see what you have to say, little Tharion. And she leads him down to another spacious room that's just away from the others. But this one has several piles of drugs laying out, a viewing window into the fighting pit, and he notices a couple other people.
Let's get loud. Let's get loud. It's Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. And you're just like
buying
together
drugs?
Again, buying drugs. Yeah, and she's singing Let's Get Loud. Everybody's having a blast.
Hey,
right? I mean, wouldn't you be like, okay, I guess we're doing drugs. And if you walked into that room, J-Lo, Ben Affleck, buying drugs, she's singing Let's Get Loud, you don't throw down for the rest of the week?
Let's get loud.
Let's get loud. Who gives a fuck about Emile? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, it sounds like it's a beginning of a party, but that's not what happens. Tharion's eyes nearly bug out of his head. Let me guess.
Tharion drawled at the harpy, who lifted her head from where a female weighed out the drugs.
It's not yours. It's for a friend. Well. Looks like the harpy's got a little light seeker habit.
Oh.
She glares at him, and they begin to gripe at one another. But the Viper Queen reminds the harpy that Tharion's good as dead if he causes trouble in her space, and so he's not going to tell anybody that he's seen her. Tharion knows it, and he really doesn't give a shit if the harpy wants to get zooted, so like he's like, okay.
Of all of the horrible things that we know the harpy does, it's like, this is what you're worried about? That your That you're snooting some toots?
She's like, I ain't got the time for this right now.
I would rather, hopefully you're taking something that is like chilling you out, bitch, because I feel like you and your knife play need a timeout.
I think it's making her more murdery.
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm mid-drug party here.
I know. Sounds fun.
Once I pop, fun don't stop.
But Tharion is not concerned with this. He's like, go off, queen, or whatever. So the harpy basically is like, tell anyone, I'll kill you. And then she beats it. And Tharion turns to the Viper Queen, asking her, so the reason they're in the room, asking her if she had intel on Ophion or the rebels, if she's consorting with the likes of Ephraim's Triari. So basically saying, oh, so you're like doing deals with the harpy and these people? What do you know about Ophion? You must hear from them. And she's like, I don't know. How much are you offering, big boy? But not like sexually. She's like, give me money and I'll tell you secrets.
Yeah, no, she's just professionally, scarily cool.
Yeah. She continues that she has a deal worked out with the dragon. And so if you want some information, here's what you can do for me. I've worked this deal out with the dragon, who gets a share of the profits made from the fights. And as she's breaking down what the as the Viper Queen is breaking down what she's doing with the dragon, it takes him a minute. But now he's finally like realizing, oh, I'm asking Ariadne to become a slave in a different territory, just like the Viper Queen.
Took you this long, huh?
There you go, Tharion. I mean, you know, it got there.
I can't believe it did, actually.
He's like, oh, she's a person.
Oh.
That's sad.
We're not supposed to own her.
So Viper Queen is like talking about this deal they made. And she's bringing up Ariadne because she's... The dragon's making the Viper Queen really good money. And she wants Tharion to help push the narrative to the astronomer that she's continued to be needed by the royals, because even though she's the Viper Queen, it's still a problem that the astronomer, if he finds out the dragon's there, he's going to want the dragon back.
Yeah.
So
and it's not like people don't know the dragon's there. I mean, she's openly fighting.
Yeah. So she basically is saying, you figure out a way to make it so that maybe the River Queen needs to have her in the pits
for the fire.
For an undercover.
Time.
She's an undercover agent in there.
Fun. Yeah, let's make her an international spy.
And so, therefore, having a reason why the dragon can't go back to the astronomer. Tharion rightly says, no one will believe that.
And fuck, he needed that dragon. He needed her as an exit strategy out of this Emile situation. And any fallout for leaving the queen's daughter. Oh, I need that dragon because I'm in trouble with the queen because I keep putting penis in the mer places.
These fucking penises. Almost as if she can read his thoughts because he's, mulling this over.
And he is hard as the dickens.
Oh, I hope. She points out that even if he does try to capture Ariadne, because he hasn't said this out loud, but she can tell that's what he wants to do.
She's very smart.
If he wants to capture her for the Blue Court, the dragon's just going to burn him into ashes. Like, try to kidnap her.
Yeah, that's why the Viper Queen is working with her.
Yeah. He glares at the Viper Queen at this, but knows she's correct. The Viper Queen pushes again that if he can spin a story about why the dragon needs to stay in the meat market, she'll give him Ophion intel. He needs to know whether Pippa and the Lightfall Squadron are going to try to sack the city, which is what he's trying to get the info out of the Viper Queen. Well, shit. Instead of coming up with a solution to get the queen off his back, he's just made more work for himself. Congratulations.
You realize you're not good at any of it, Tharion? Like, it feels like you just, every time you talk to somebody, it's like you fall ass over tea kettle into another thing you gotta do that you're not gonna do very well.
I actually think the most infuriating part is that he could be good at it. He's too lazy.
Yeah.
He's just like, well, I'm handsome. And I'm like,
I don't want to do this. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, nobody wants to work. That's why it's called work and not play.
Whoa.
Wow. Sorry. Mic drop. Sorry, Adam. I hit the microphone. That was my mic drop. But I only hurt Adam.
Only hurt Adam. So, So he's like, okay, I will try to figure out how to help you. So can you give me information on Pippa now? Hoping he can at least provide that to his temperamental queen to tide her over. The Viper Queen says simply, go ask your friends. That's all she is going to reveal to him. That was the information that he got. That little snake.
She is such a snake. But that's the thing. Like, I feel like she's such a snake, and yet I'm never angry with her.
I know.
For being the Viper Queen. And yet I don't know why I expect so much better from Bryce. And maybe it's just like the world of SJM that it's like, but it's like, don't you see Bryce Quinlan is also morally gray like the other queens. But it's just, she's not good at it yet. And I guess it's good that like she keeps trying.
I think also we've accepted that the Viper Queen is not good, but she isn't fully bad either. Like she is.
Well, she's just self-serving.
She's self-serving, and she also provides a mirror to the other characters because every time they kind of get fucked over, it's a lot. Well, often it's like because they themselves did something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of in that way too. But that's all she says. The two of them, Viper Queen and Tharion, start making their way back to the original room where the others are, and he's like, "Okay, I guess." I'm going to start calling all of the inner circle people and trying to see why she said that. No one is picking up. And suddenly he starts to get a bad feeling. He finds Flynn and Ariadne still just in the same positions glaring at one another. And then he goes to Flynn and says, hey, call Rune. I'm not getting answers from anyone. The Viper Queen simply sits back down at her desk and wishes them luck. What fresh hell are we about to face?
Uh-oh.
Tharion and Flynn go to leave, and Flynn tells the dragon he's not done with her yet.
Oh, wow. Oh, big talk. She's a dragon, you idiot.
Like, okay, great. I'll see you later. Tharion curses himself for getting played by the Vibe Queen. So they're leaving, trying to figure out where everybody is. We cut over to Bryce as they are approaching Urd's temple, which is in Moonwood.
I'd rather go to Curds temple.
No, I'm hungry. I don't want to think about
squeaky, squeaky cheese. Squeaky, squeaky cheese.
Or like lemon curd.
Oh, or yogurt curd. What other kind of curds do we have?
What other curds are there?
Curds for days, curds for years, curds up your nose, curds out your eyes. That's the commercial I would make, I guess, for my curd store. Nobody wants to go to it.
Herds of curds.
Oh, herds of curds. Meow. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. And all the cows are wearing curd shirts. They're curd sharks.
Is curd directly related to it being animal protein? Can it be vegan curd?
Sure, yeah. Curd is a curd. Just trust the word.
I don't know what the definition of a curd is. Are you guys sick of us saying that word yet?
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore, which is kind of fun.
So she's recalling in this moment as they're approaching.
I'm sorry, a soft white substance formed when milk sours. That's the most disgusting definition.
Oh, wait, that's not lemon curd, is it?
No, that's just the word. That's just the word curd for you. Word curd, soft white substance formed when milk sours. Oh no, my herds of curds.
Okay,
they're making it bad in my holes.
It says that lemon curd is egg yolk based, but it's not
curd
something that.
Yolk.
But that's not the same thing as cheese curds.
Did it sound like I was? Did it sound like I was from over there?
What?
Go to York. It sounds like I'm saying, like, over there, like, Dutch, Finland. You know the song, over there, Netherlands, over there.
Is that a real song?
It is a war song, but it is about the Yanks are coming, and they won't stop coming. It's over there.
I'm pretty sure that you just made that up.
Man, if I did, sell me to the Grammys.
Sell you to the Viper Queen.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the Ariadne of the Grammys.
Ariadne Garndorg.
What? What just happened to your mouth?
Ariadne sounds like she came up with Ariana Grande and just combined the two words.
Oh, okay, all right. I see. Okay, I see. On day. Now I see where you were going with it.
So we're at.
You guys still listen. You listen. You stuck through the Curd conversation, through the Ariana Grande. I think great. Okay,
we're rounding the bend. So we go back to Bryce as they are appearing at Erd's temple, which is in Moonwood. She's recalling that she had only ever been there once before in her past, and it was drunkenly with June during college, where they came there in the middle of the night and gave an offering to the Erd, asking for epic lives. So far, kind of playing out. That's why you got to be careful about your wishes.
Whoa.
It hurts her heart to think of June. Now's not the time. Something dangerous is afoot. I was expecting a foot joke. That didn't happen.
Don't take a picture of him.
According to Ethan's message, oh boy. According to Ethan's message, the only 4 who were commanded by the Underking to appear in this temple were Bryce, Hunt, Rune, and Hypaxia. We don't know why. Nothing sus going on, I'm sure.
No, but don't worry. Ethan's not there, so hopefully it won't really be destroyed, but we don't know. Him with his gun in this supernatural world.
Yeah, so him and Cormac really wanted to go, but they knew it was better not to try to double cross the Underking. They don't know what he wants, but they're now apparently going to have to protect the pack of devils even in death. Even though Bryce didn't want to appear combative and bring all their, basically saying, I don't want to show up to the Underking like we're trying to fight him. The others are like, no, we need to bring the weapons, including the Star Sword, the only known weapon to kill Reapers, just in case.
A pyre smoked atop a black stone altar in the center of the temple. A stone throne on a dais loomed at the rear of the space. No statues ever adorned Erd's temple. No depiction of the goddess had ever been made. Ah! Fate took too many forms to capture in one figure. Oh, so this is your fate form.
I'm Erd.
Oh,
can't tell me I'm wrong.
You're right. You are right. This is, what do you say? It's like, this is fate.
Everywhere she goes, this song is playing. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah.
Is it because you're stealing your father's car and not going to school? You do look like a bitch that would.
Definitely not the principal.
Yeah, he is a... But I'm glad, Jeffrey Joseph, he was always scary to us before Jeffrey Jones. Oh, God, different. That's a comedian we know. Not the same person. Jeffrey Jones is the pedophile. Jeffrey Joseph is not. Friend of ours.
That we know.
He's a friend of ours who does not do those things.
Okay. And
glad we got this all figured out, though.
Yeah.
And also, thanks, Erd. Thank you. But also, I do feel like if Erd was dressed like this, it's like, bitch, let's go out.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're looking like...
She wants to be seen. She's like, why won't you draw me?
Yeah.
I look awesome.
You look great.
I'm wearing a onesie.
You look very comfortable. And honestly, I don't know if
it's not why I chose this.
Oh, yeah, definitely is not because you didn't want to be comfortable.
No.
Yeah, well, I also am not dressed technically how I'm dressed in like comfy. We're comfy versions of our characters today.
I mean, you could argue that was you getting up in the morning after the dream.
Yeah.
And after the sex.
Yeah, we don't know what she was wearing until she wasn't wearing it.
But then she had to get dressed afterwards.
Yeah, she got to put on something.
So maybe that's what she's wearing in this scene.
I just feel like I wouldn't have my tits this tipsy-topsy if I also had to have my Star Sword with me. Like, just in case.
Well, Rune's carrying it.
Oh, okay. But also, bitch, it's my fucking sword. But also, Erd.
Yes?
I am here. I'm not even holding my own fucking sword, and I'm giving chestily. So what are you going to give back, bitch?
Oh, I have to give you something?
I mean, I'm here. I'm here for something.
Well, let's see what happens. The king appears in the temple as they walk in. He's in fact sitting on this sacred throne, which is kind of a no-no. So Rune and Mancy get off the throne because it's this sort of disrespectful thing. Erd is this old god, and he challenges their religious beliefs, the Underking does, in asking if they know their old gods. And when he does that, his references sure sound a lot like what you'd hear in Akatar. He, you know, kind of suggests, well, I thought you guys bowed to Luna. Maybe you remember the old days from a time where Erd was not a goddess but a force.
What?
Winding between worlds, where she was a vat of life.
And very comfortable.
A mother to all.
In a jumpsuit.
No, I'm talking about the vat and the mother.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I thought you were, you mean the cauldron. I thought you were talking.
Vagina?
Yeah, I don't know what Erd's got. You're talking vats? Talking about what you got?
You couldn't handle what I got.
I bet I'll go.
Hod wants to get this over with, so like the Underking is sort of taunting them, but the reference to the old gods is interesting. And Hunt's just like, I want to know what we're doing here. What do you want?
Let's get it going.
He tells them that he wants to inform them that the Reapers they fought in the sewers, that he thought Apollion sent, because, again, Apollion denied that in Bryce's dream. He's like, I came to tell you, I was wrong. Those Reapers weren't from Apollion. They came from the Eternal City, which is where the Asteri are. Which is like, okay, why?
Why? Yeah, were you lying before? Did you not
also,
know?
why are you calling us here to tell us
Why
that?
are you telling us this? You could have just told me in the fucking direct, or when, you were, you didn't want to tell Ethan, which, let's be real, we get it.
It's like, he's not going to get it right.
Yeah, he's not going to understand anything.
Bryce wants...
He's going to be like a game of telephone. He'd be like, oh, they said you had to play Monopoly.
Dude, eat spicy food, I think.
It's a show called Hot Ones. But, you don't have to like all the hot sauces.
Ethan, what?
What are you talking about? Write it down.
Bryce wants to know why he's telling them this. The Underking says he doesn't want his territory, quote, infringed upon, which is why he's telling them.
Okay.
Rune calls complete bullshit on this. What do you mean? We don't want the Asteri sending Reapers. And why does that have to do with us? Why are you calling us in? Bryce wants to know if the Underking has spoken to Jessica, which is an aside. When he doesn't recognize the name Jessica, Bryce describes who she is, and Underking says he knows her by another name. Okay.
Tell me more! Tell me more!
So he then looks at Hypaxia.
God, Jessica's so cool. I want to be Jessica. I want to kiss Jessica. I love Jessica. Sorry. That's it. Nothing
There's
else.
going to be more lore about her for sure, guys. More lore for sure. So then he looks to
Curds.
Herds of Curds. He looks to Hypaxia and tells her that she did well in his, quote, test the previous night, which is the night before when he put her in the maze.
Right.
That she would be welcome to the House of Flame and Shadow. Okay. Didn't ask. Appreciate it, I guess. I don't think Hypaxia was auditioning, because she levels a stare at the Underking that makes Bryce shiver in her queenliness. No matter...
That's it. I love Hypaxia. I love Jessica.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting in a little horny puddle over here. Sorry.
Go for it. No matter. Hunt cuts back in, asking why the hell would he call them here to give this random piece of information and to congratulate Hypaxia, like something that's not the mathin'.
Leave a voicemail.
Yeah. Bryce decides to use this moment to ask if the Underking knows what the sequence is from Sophie's arm. I guess she's just asking everybody now. She's like, here's the sequence. Do you know what this is? Why are we here?
That was carved into a corpse that I'm not supposed to be talking about, but I guess if you're talking about it to the Underking, it's like, well, the Underking probably knows, but do you know that he knows? Oh, you want me to read it? The Underking blinked. I don't know. He smiled again, wider. But perhaps you should ask them. He pointed behind her to the doorway, the world beyond, where Pippa Spetsos was marching into the courtyard of the temple, flanked by Lightfall soldiers!
Oh, shit! You little fucking
Oh my god,
Underking
what is it,
bitch.
January 6th? Get out of here!
Storming the
My
Capitol.
god!
You little shit. We cut to Hunt's POV at this moment, and as they realize they've been sold out. He looks...
So what we thought was a trick was?
Yeah, they did not... They trusted the Underking a little too much.
It's the, Bryce thinks that, like, oh, all the princes love me. Every king's gonna love me. Everyone's gonna love me. Look at my tits. And not that she's using her tits for that.
They all agreed to go. Just saying. Wasn't just Bryce. So, he looks over to see Rune has darted over to the temple doors, slamming them shut, keeping Pippa and her squadron out, but now locking them in with the Underking. Pippa and her squad end up right on the other side, and she begins taunting them, telling them they'll get what they deserve for turning on the rebels. Hypaxia this is news to her. She looks at them with a dull realization. They were working with the rebels? Bryce basically just says, well, we were, but we're not anymore.
Yeah, like, we were. Oh.
So we don't know what Hypaxia has to say about that.
My bad.
They look back to see the Underking who has been there with them in the room is fading out, and Hunt realizes he was never there corporeally. He was just a projection of some sort. As he fades out, he tells them with delight that starting this war means that he and his creatures get fed delicious souls. Sorry!
I was just hungry.
He also tells them as he's about to disappear that Pippa visited him, bowing before him, and struck a bargain.
Gah!
Pippa, you crafty little bitch. Rune warns the Underking not to meddle in the affairs of the living, or they will become his enemies.
The Underking faded into the shadows. Death is the only victor in war. Then he was gone.
That's the truth, Underking!
Damn. He just brought them there to be like, whoa, uh-oh. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just a little bit of mischief on ya. You're being a little imp baby, aren't ya?
Well, he's technically trying to start a war and get them killed.
I know, and he's like doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
It's almost like he's really good at like making dead
bodies.
things and
Yeah.
like getting more dead things.
So they hear the rebels begin to discharge their weapons at the
Oh
door.
my God, and they hear, let's get loud. It's like, oh my God,
Battle
it was
cry.
J-Lo the entire time. We didn't know Batfleck and J-Lo, they were doing the drugs so that they could march on the city. They were also there the day at the Capitol. And man, she was just singing Let's Get Loud, and everybody was just having a blast.
Hey,
It's a pump up.
So they hear all of the guns start to shoot, attempting to break the door down.
Okay, no, let's get loud is what you're saying.
They're
Okay.
getting loud. They're getting loud.
Yes.
Hunt realizes that if they have Gorzian bullets in those guns and it's the 4 against the whole army, they are in big trouble if they lose their powers.
Yeah.
Bryce turns to Hunt and tells him to light her up. Rune tells her to teleport Hypaxia out of here. Despite Hypaxia's glare, she doesn't want to leave, but Bryce has another plan. She tells...
Sorry, I'm getting all electrified, bitch.
She tells them she is not versed in traveling with people and doesn't want to risk it.
What do you mean you teleport all the time, bitch?
But like, I kind of get it.
No, she's not like, yeah, this is her like trying. When she's teleporting, it just happens.
Yeah, and what if she doesn't, like she sends them into like
Splinch 'em.
Splinch 'em.
Yeah. Not this world, but.
Not this world. But you know what I mean. So she instead decides she's going to teleport out and try to get backup to come. Hunt turns to Hypaxia, who's frantically searching the walls. She tells them that temples all have other exits other than the main one. They just have to find it. Bryce reappears moments later and tells them she's done. Done what? Who can say? The door begins to dent inward with some massive weapon.
Oh, God.
Hunt tells her that he believes in her. Says, you can teleport us out. Do it. I believe in you. Looking uncertain, he tells her again, I know you can, baby.
But my heaving bosom, I should have put my bosom away.
No, never. She decides, okay, I'm gonna do it. She takes Hypaxia's hand, and Hunt shoots lightning into her. They disappear to parts unknown. Rune and Hunt bicker in the moments that they're gone about who should go next. Then Bryce is back. She seems to have succeeded, but she looks sick and is coughing.
God, after just those?
Taking a second person has done a big old number on her. She pukes. Hunt tells her she needs to take a rest. The door, however, contorts even further. Before Rune can argue, she takes his arm and disappears once again, leaving Hunt there alone. The door begins to rip from the hinges. Hunt doesn't think she's going to be able to take the two of them out of there. He doesn't think her body's going to be able to do it. Bullets rain from the small opening the door has been ripped from, as the soldiers use their might to peel the door back even further. Hunt jumps behind the altar to guard himself.
The doors blew open, throwing 3 Lightfall soldiers to the ground. Pollux stood between the doors, white wings luminescent with power, laughing to himself as he brought a clenched fist down upon the head of a female rebel sprawled before him. Bone and blood sprayed.
Ouch.
Beyond him, in the courtyard, rebels fired at Mordok and the Dreadwolves. And out in the street, standing beneath a palm tree, away from the fray, Hunt could see the Hind surveying the brawl.
Okay, well, this seems to be maybe who Bryce alerted somehow, because the Triari's here all of a sudden.
So they found out really fast.
Interesting. Bryce appears finally next to Hunt. She scrambles behind the altar with him.
I just feel like this is a really big, confusing moment. I just remember being very confused during this scene when I first read it. And I just remember just being like, wait, that's bad. That's good? That's good. It is good, but it's bad.
Right.
But wait, why is she telling them? How is she telling? I just remember my brain breaking during this.
Yeah, well, it's kind of both.
Yeah.
So she comes back, and as she returns from the last teleport, she looks on the verge of unconsciousness. But of course she returned to him. He asks what she did that first jump, like, why are these other people here? And she explains she went to a gate and used the audio system to basically tell the city that Ophion was attacking the temple. She used a phone app to disguise her voice.
Do you like scary movies? She also threw that in there to see if anybody got the ref.
She's like, like that? Get it?
You guys remember?
Remember?
Skeet.
Meaning she was able to stay anonymous as she made the warning and just announced it over the entire city, hence the Triari appearing.
He could only gape at her. His clever, brilliant Bryce. Gods, he loved her. Wank. Yeah, sorry, I should put some eyeballs down here. 'Cause then you'll never be looking in the wrong direction. If you put them all in one, it's like, goddess, why didn't you put our eyes on our breasts?
My eyes are down here. My second eyes are down here.
Please.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Although I did see some, I felt like it was like the most LA headline I'd ever seen that was like, Botox taking over people's third eye. Why you shouldn't put Botox in your head because it blocks your third eye. And while I'm not saying whether that has any merit or not, I just thought it was very funny. That, like, you're telling the people that get Botox of, like, but your third eye is blocked. Fuck! It's the price of beauty.
That's why I haven't been able to be psychic.
Yes, that's what it is.
Great. Well,
how do you feel about that, Natalie?
Can't tell, can't see.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not seeing out of there.
Yes, and so Bryce says she'll take them out in a minute. But Bryce knows that's not possible without nearly killing her. She's like, just give me a breath. I'll get us out of here. And he's like, there's no way. like, I don't want to kill you in this moment. The Triari engage in a battle with the soldiers, buying them a few moments. So Hunt and Bryce have not been seen by the Triari either, which is what they're trying to keep it from happening, because then there's going to be all these other questions about what's going on. They're hiding behind the day, like around that area where the statue is, while that battle's going on. And so they have a few moments to talk here. Hunt pulls his lightning close to him so Pollux won't recognize him as being there. Suddenly, he smells Bryce's blood and he snaps his head to her. Her nose is pouring blood out of it. They're not going to be able to teleport out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hunt decides, hey, fuck it. I'm going to fight my way out with lightning. I'm going to grab her. They'll deal with the consequences of being discovered later.
Don't.
Even if that might mean that the Hind will finally reveal the knowledge she holds over them. Hold on to me,
Hunt warned, reaching for Bryce as something crept out of the shadows behind Erd's throne. A black dog, massive, with fangs as long as Hunt's hand. The hellhound motioned to the throne with a clawed paw. Then he vanished behind it.
Cute. He's like,
this way.
But also, what? What is this?
There's so much happening. And they're like, hey, there's a dog here. And then they're at the door. And we're trying to find an exit.
So they're like, any of these, of all of the Cretans here, the Hellhound has shown the most promise at not being a killer to them. They don't have a lot of choice, and Hunt kind of goes, all right, I'm just going to start following where he goes, because, like, what else the options are. So they dart to where they had just seen Baxian appear in the shadows, and they get to the area, and they're like, he's not here. What the fuck? And then they hear his doggy voice, and Hunt flips around. And realizes,
which is very cute, but it's like not supposed to be cute, but it's very cute.
Yeah. He turns around and realizes that this is coming from the back of the throne. There is a door that is opened up and into a secret passage.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Baxian has retreated to there, gesturing for them to follow him into this doorway.
Hunt didn't question their luck as he sprinted through the stone doorway. Baxian, now in angelic form, shoved it shut behind him, sealing them entirely in darkness.
Baxian pulls his phone out to give them a light, and they begin to descend down these old stone stairs. As they walk, he explains he heard the order to come to the temple over his walkie and deduced that if it was Pippa, that he assumed that these guys, the special clique of friends who he keeps trying to get into.
He wants to be friends with them so bad. And he's like, if I save you, maybe? Will you like me, please?
So he assumed they must be involved. And so he decides to sort of come into the battle a little bit more secretively to like kind of suss out the situation. As they're walking, the floor starts to level out.
They walked until they hit a crossroads flanked by skulls and bones placed in tiny alcoves. Catacombs.
I don't think they had any clue you were there.
Baxian went on.
Though, how they got tipped off, I don't...
Bryce moved. So fast, Hunt didn't have time to stop her from dropping out of his arms.
She pulls her rifle on Baxian. We switch over to Bryce's POV in that moment. Despite the deep sickness she feels cascading over her from the teleportations, she fixes her gaze and her gun on Baxian. She wants to know why he keeps showing up where they are. Hunt thinks Baxian isn't a spy for the Hind or the Asteri, but Bryce doesn't buy it. She releases the safety and tells him to explain himself this second, or she's going to put a bullet in his head. This is a slightly long passage, but I think we should read it.
Baxian walked to one of the curved walls full of skulls. Didn't seem to care that he was a foot away from the barrel of her gun. He ran a finger down the brown skull of what seemed to be some fanged veneer and said,
"Through love, all is possible."
Oh! The rifle nearly tumbled from her fingers.
What?
Baxian peeled back the collar of his battlesuit, revealing brown, muscled flesh, and a tattoo scrawled over the angel's heart in familiar handwriting. Through love, all is possible. She knew that handwriting.
Why
She asked carefully, voice shaking.
do you have Danica's handwriting tattooed on you?
Baxion's dark eyes became pained, empty.
Because Danica was my mate.
Whoa! 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 Ding, 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 ding. Ooh! Oh my God! My head fell off! My bosoms are heaving!
What, bitch? Did
That
he believe
sounds
him?
like a big old pile of paschetti with nutsy sauce.
Do we believe him? I don't know. I kind of do.